These young healthcare workers are learning German in Albania. They're hoping to go and work in Germany. And German hospitals and care homes are keen to recruit them.
Good morning, Frau Schneider. My name's Alketa, and I'm the nurse looking after you today. My career is my biggest dream. I hope I'll get lots of opportunities to specialize.
But Albania has a shortage of healthcare workers, especially in rural areas. Hardly anyone wants to stay and work under difficult conditions for low wages.
The main problem is the big distance from door to door. It takes 2 to 3 hours just to get to the next patient.
The fact that so many young people are leaving is a major problem. The elderly in particular depend on regular care. It's the start of a long day. Kastriot Qehaja and his wife are packing food he can take with him. The nurse will be on the go for up to 10 hours, looking after his patients. He won't be able to buy food on the road.
Would you like more?
It's enough.
Albania is one of the poorest countries in Europe. The 36-year-old lives in a sparsely populated mountainous region in the north, close to the border with Kosovo. Many houses are not served by paved roads. His patients live kilometers apart. The healthcare worker visits all of them on foot.
If I had a car, it'd be better for me and my patients. I'd be able to reach them more quickly. Help would arrive faster.
But Kastriot can't afford to buy the off-road vehicle he'd need from his low wages. And so instead, he covers 20 to 30 kilometers on foot each day.
Hello, how are you?
Fine, thanks. And you?
Very well today.
Great that you're here.
Lynn, are you feeling a bit better today?
No.
The 84-year-old has an infection. At the moment, Kastriot is visiting her every day to give her medication.
The small 100 milliliter bottle is for the antibiotics. It contains a painkiller. You'll feel better afterwards.
During the infusion, he tells his patient about his concerns. The region is undergoing major changes.
So many people have left Albania. Most of us have left, especially the young people. 33 young men in the last few months alone. 8 from my district. They're all looking for a better life, Lynn. The pay here is too low. They want a better life for their families, and especially for their children.
Healthcare workers in particular are packing up and going. They can earn more money in Germany and other Western European countries. Only a handful want to stay.
Get well soon, Lynn. We'll have to do something. Things can't stay like this. All the best, Lynn.
All the best.
You too.
It's difficult because the nearest medical centre is an hour's drive away. We're happy that Kastriot can come here. He's such a big help.
It's a 2-hour walk now from here to his next patient. Kastriot has a degree in nursing and is employed by the state. He earns €450 a month. The houses here are scattered across the landscape. The nearest small settlement is 30 kilometers away. Kastriot looks after the elderly, gives vaccinations, and provides first aid for major and minor injuries. Albania's capital Tirana is the jumping-off point for many in search of a better life elsewhere in Europe. "22-year-old Alketa Kaja also plans to leave this year. A German company in Tirana offers courses for qualified healthcare workers from Albania. It also finds employment for them and does the paperwork. The training is paid for by German hospitals and care homes. Germany's skills shortage in the sector provides the foundation for its business model.
I'm treating an inpatient in today's exercise. This will help me prepare for an exam in Germany.
The course participants are learning bedside manners in German.
Bruised ribs on the right. The only complaint is pain.
I'm in pain.
Good morning, Frau Schneider. My name's Alketa, and I'm the nurse looking after you today. How do you feel?
I'm in pain.
Where is it exactly?
It hurts here by my ribs.
Okay, I understand. On a scale of 1 to 10, how strong would you say the pain is?
About 6.
Okay. Could I take your pulse, please?
Yes, of course.
Thanks. I'll give you a painkiller. You'll feel better soon.
She has reached a B2 level in German and is now preparing for the practical part here. Then she'll travel to Germany to take the exam and get her license.
Get well soon, Frau Schneider. And now I'm leaving the room, okay?
What did you like? And what mistakes did she make?
I think that she introduced herself well. And the treatment and the way she spoke to the patient were good. Of course, there's the language issue. We'll have to improve to avoid having problems when we're with patients in Germany.
Alketa Kaja completed a master's in healthcare management in Tirana and is a qualified nurse. A German hospital has already offered her a permanent post in its cardiac surgery unit. But the contract hinges on her passing her exams in a few months' time, in German. She has to learn a lot of specialized vocabulary.
It's preparation for the B2 language test for healthcare work. We need that for the examination. It's a 3-month course.
Joanna, could you briefly present the topic for us?
Dementia is a degenerative brain disease. At first, short-term memory is affected.
The hospital in Offenburg is paying for Alketa's specialized course. It costs them less than to train people as nurses in Germany. Lessons end at noon, giving the students time to learn the new vocabulary. Some of them have only studied healthcare so they can immigrate easily and legally. The German labor market depends on healthcare workers from Albania. And for young people, it's an attractive prospect to move to Germany with the offer of a permanent job. Immigration is normal here. Few young people want to remain.
I'd like to leave as quickly as possible. We haven't started our lives here yet. We were just students up to now. So it would be better to start our future somewhere that can offer us more.
Money is important, but so is quality of life. Here we don't have any security, but you need that. For example, if you want to start a family.
It's not just healthcare professionals who are leaving the country. Many of the students revising for their exams here in the cafeteria will leave. More than 80% of young Albanians say they can imagine immigrating. Practically every family now has someone working abroad.
It's our parents who I'm sorry for. That's the toughest thing for me. There are no young people here anymore. They've all left. It's a big problem. Something extraordinary would have to happen to make us stay. It can't go on like this.
In the mountains near the border with Kosovo, Kastriot Qehaja is on his way to visit his third patient of the day. It's already afternoon. But he can't imagine leaving his home region.
I love the beautiful natural surroundings here in the mountains. The air, the food, the water. I'm very happy here.
A farm perched 400 meters up a hillside is home to his last patient of the day.
How are you?
Great that you're here, Doctor.
Are you all well?
Yes.
His patient is celebrating her 90th birthday today.
Many happy returns. I wish you another 100 years.
I wish you the same.
You're a good mother.
God watch over you. You will be there for me as long as I live.
As God wills it. The most important thing is that we take your vital signs: blood pressure, heart rate, appearance, temperature.
As long as my mother is alive, he'll look after her better than anyone else. And I'm grateful for that.
The family regard Kastriot not just as a qualified nurse, but as a doctor. They rely on his diagnoses. The nearest general practitioner is far away. Young men here are especially likely to leave. Two of the grandsons have been living in Germany for years now.
One of my sons is an electrical engineer. The other is a healthcare worker like him. Both work in Germany. It makes us sad to live without our children here. That's a big pity.
The birthday party starts once the infusion is over. Two of the 90-year-old sons have traveled from Italy with their wives to be here. The older two still live here.
Blow it out. Let's raise a toast.
Thank you. May God protect you all.
Prost! Prost!
Take the glass from her. Doctor, have some cake.
That's really nice. Thanks.
Where there are no people, there's no growth. We are getting poorer by the day because you people are leaving Albania. Most never return. It would be really awful if he left too.
I lived here for 30 years, but conditions are just too poor to stay. Everyone has children abroad. He has children abroad, and he does, and me too.
I don't think we live badly here. You can live well here. There are jobs, pensions, infrastructure. Nothing would work without the help of the state.
Nonsense. The state does nothing. The state should first build roads and schools. Some houses don't even have running water. Take a look at the streets. They're even too bad for horses. You'd be crazy to buy a new car here.
Roads are what are most important to us. We could get to sick people faster. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Goodbye.
Kastriot sets off on his 8-kilometer walk home. The capital Tirana is a 6-hour drive away. More and more people are moving out of the country into the city. For many, it's just a stepping stone for immigration. Albania has been hoping to join the European Union for a long time now, hoping for a better quality of life. Tirana's relative affluence largely stems from people who earn their living abroad. The state's health ministry is trying to staunch the flow. Qualified health professionals are badly needed here at home. In the Ministry of Health, Maivis Kola is hoping that more money will help persuade well-trained young people to stay put.
From 2013 to 2022, pay rose by 63%. I'm going to put forward another 7% rise in July. We've also doubled the number of places in higher education for nurses and doctors.
Only 50% of trained staff currently stay in the country's public healthcare system.
The enormous exodus of healthcare staff is a European phenomenon. It's problematic, but I think that our measures will help staunch the flow of medical staff from the country.
Kastriot Qehaja's home is high up in the mountains, 10 kilometers from the nearest village and only accessible across a steep path. He lives here with his family, his parents, and his brother's family. It's Kastriot's day off today, and he's unwinding playing the traditional Albanian lute, the qiftali, with his father. His niece plays too.
I'm very happy here with my family and friends. Of course, you can earn more money abroad, but I love being here.
As well as keeping bees, the family has chickens, pigs, cows, and a horse to carry loads. Almost all the families here in the mountains have livestock, partly to save money. Time for lunch with the whole family in the only room with heating. Most of the food has been grown or produced here. But a member of this family also works abroad, in the UK. Kastriot's wife Shpresa is pregnant with their second child. She works as a teacher in the village. His mother Mira is a midwife and used to bring her doctor's bag when she went to visit patients on foot.
He often accompanied me on the long walks to visit my patients. He used to watch me carefully and learned a lot. By the time he was 8, he already knew all the names of the medicines.
It wasn't easy sending 3 children to university. In all that time, I never bought myself a new pair of trousers to save money. They're great kids who have never let me down.
The love and presence of my children is far more important to me than any money from abroad.
Back in Tirana, Alketa Kaja and her husband are making a meal.
Should I use this knife?
Yes.
Is it clean?
Yep.
It's Ramadan, the Muslim month of fasting. Alketa won't eat until after sunset.
We often do it like this. My wife is fasting, so I'm going to cook something special for her today. We don't cook every day.
He really spoils me.
As a trained nurse, it's easy for her to find work abroad. She hopes Marius can follow her after 6 months.
It's Alketa's idea. Before, I hadn't considered going to Germany. But now I see it as an opportunity.
Every evening, Alketa, her 3 sisters, and her mother make a video call.
What are you doing right now?
Marius is cooking and I'm watching.
Ciao Emilio. Ciao.
Emilio.
How's the course going?
Fine, fine. We have to learn a lot.
Alketa is the last of the four sisters to leave the country to earn money abroad. The other three are in Italy.
It was the most difficult decision of my life because of my parents, because they'll be left alone. They'll be sad alone because we're a family. And as the youngest child, I'm especially close to my parents. I am really worried how it will affect my mom when I go too.
Enjoy your meal, darling.
Thanks.
Alketa and Marius haven't been to Germany yet and don't know what life is like there. But they have a lot of dreams for the future.
2 children, preferably twins, would be fantastic. In Germany, of course. I hope that I'll have advance at work by that point. I'd like to train to specialize in surgery. That's my dream. And I hope that Marius will also go far. Maybe he'll be a famous chef in Germany in 10 years' time.
While many Albanians are leaving the countryside, the beautiful landscape of the mountainous north is attracting more and more tourists. Kastriot Qehaja has decided to establish a second source of income. His family can only scrape by with his meager pay as a state healthcare worker. He knows the mountains here inside and out. He speaks English and is training to be a mountain guide.
The new season will start in a few days. We're expecting a lot of tourists from Germany and Austria who like to walk along the old trails.
He'd like to offer paid mountain tours alongside his healthcare work. So he's trying to improve his economic situation with money from foreign tourists. Unlike many others, he can't imagine leaving Albania.
I hope that the people who have left will come back again. They come back in the summer to build houses. Maybe they'll come back for good.